Hello, I'm Steve Bayles. Thank you for joining us here at Autry Technology Center. I'm going to demonstrate how to change a ATV tire using hand tools. You always want to start with safety. Guard your eyes with eye protection. You want to deflate the tire, so remove the cap and remove the core. You never know what might be inside the tire, so it might come out at you and get in your eyes and not be pleasant. Once you remove the cap and core, you always want to protect those by putting them somewhere where you're not going to step on them and destroy them. Next, you want to break the bead of the tire away from the rim. We're going to use a Coach 220 machine to do this. Some safeguards you want to use is don't let the rim slip down away from the bead breaker, and keep my foot nice and close to the rim so I don't damage the sidewall of the tire. So you should be able to press that down relatively easy. Turn the wheel over. Again, hook the rim up on the foot so it doesn't slide away. Keep the breaker bar nice and close, pushing the bead away from the tire. Next, I want to peel the rim or the tire off of the rim. I want to be very conscious to peel the tire off the short side of the rim. So if you look here, the short side is very close here. Over here, it's quite a ways. So this is our short side. That's the direction we're going to come on and off. I want to use a tire tool that I feel is acceptable. Short, long, whatever you like is okay. I would keep away from using screwdrivers though. Step one, you want to push the bead of the tire down in the valley, what I call the valley, but in this recessed area in the center of the rim. Then take one of your tire tools, reach in and grab, and simply peel the tire up and over the side of the rim. Take your next tire tool, and where you want to go is what I call the window. There's an area right here where you can stick the tire tool. Right there, the tire is touching the rim. Right there is touching the rim. Right there is what I call the window. So I can go in there and grab that. It's a small bite, so I'm not going to damage the tire in any way, shape, or form. Next, go into the window again, which in turn frees up this middle tool, and I just keep working my way around accordingly, swapping out that middle tool until I get to a place where I feel I can just pull it off by hand. Okay, once I get one side off, I take again my tire tool, use this little foot right here and reach in, grab a piece of the rim, take and peel it over, take my rubber hammer, and I want to be very accurate with my hits, not hit here, not hit here, simply right there on the bead. The rim just pops out easily. Okay, you would want to inspect our tire, inspect our rim. A lot of cleanup is involved here, but going back together with my repaired tire or a new tire, I would want to take my lube, adequately lubricate the bead of the tire. Then I'm going to take my rim and support it in such a way that it's not going to scoot away from me. I'm going to put it on this rug here so it doesn't go away. But you can now see the shallow side and the wide side of the rim very clearly. I want to work on and off on the shallow side of the rim. So I take the first part of my tire, and the key here is I'm going to poke this bead part of the tire in the shallow part of the rim. Once I do that, the other side just simply goes over. Okay? Again, using that same logic, I want to push this part of the bead down in the valley, and then I'm going to simply use my tire tools to work the rest of my bead into place. Again, small bites. I'm using my knee to keep this from facing on one side, using my hand and thumb on the other side, and I just simply roll the tire into place. Once I get over center, many times I can just push it on by hand. Okay, at this point I want to reinflate the tire. It's generally easier to do this with the core out. I can get more air into the tire quicker that way. But what I'm trying to do is seat both beads. During this process, again, I want to be very conscious of my eye safety, but also my upper torso and face in general. If the tire were to burst, it's typically going to burst this way, sideways, so I place my body and head and my face in the middle of the tire so I don't get struck with anything that may pop off of there. I'm going to install my chuck. There's one bead, there's the other bead. I've got both beads to pop into place. I can now come back with my core. Reinstall the core. inflate the tire. Do the proper setting. Finish off by putting the cap on. Job finished. Thank you for joining us here at Autry for ATV tire, hand tool, tire replacement.